Modern Horizons 2 spoilers continue to amaze. And by the way, today's video has nuts in it. Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here doing Modern Horizons 2 spoilers. Another day, another spoiler, right? Now, if you're new to my channel, you're somehow finding me out there in the YouTube land of Taco Bell's nachos and cheese, smash that subscribe button, join in the fun. It's free to do, and it's the best thing you can do to help a small channel grow like mine to get to my 5,000 subscribers and have my cake party. Rules on the cake party will come out later this week, so stay tuned. Make sure notifications are turned on. It's kind of important in this case, okay? As well as watching the videos right to the end for all the clues and hints I leave. Alright guys, let's jump into some awesome Modern Horizons 2 spoilers. We all know Modern Horizons 2 has really already shooken things up. They've got so many cards coming out that will affect so many different formats. It's going to be awesome to see. I can't wait to see how these end results play out, what the card values kind of settle in at, and how much it's honestly opened. It's at a very high price point. As people open the cards and get what they want, I think the slowdown on this product will be immense. After people have kind of got the cards they want, people are going to crack this willy-nilly at these price levels, so it's going to settle down. But I don't think you have to go out and buy your things on pre-release. Save your money. Don't buy on the pre-release weekend. Do 60 days plus until the prices start to settle in. We see what things really cost, okay? Unless you just can't go without a certain card. I understand that feeling too. So let's jump ahead here to not number one, just the first card I'm looking at. And that is the Dathui Voidwalker. Now, number one, it's 2 for a 3/2. It's already a good card. It has Shadow. That's an old game effect from way back in the day. I used to have to use Circle Protection Shadow to protect myself from creatures with Shadow. It was crazy. Now, if a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile instead and put a counter on it, okay, the Void counter. Then you can sacrifice the Voidwalker here to play an exile card that has a Void counter on it for free. Just one, but still. Imagine the giver of a card and you don't even have to pay the mana cost. You just get to play it. So this guy's going to be sick on so many levels, in so many formats. He's me close to reaching my Banhammer. I'm close to reaching for the Banhammer because I can see the abuse this guy's going to go under people's decks. It's going to be insane. So I almost reached for the Banhammer, and keep an eye on this one because don't let the price go too high, guys. This guy might get banned at some point if he's just abused, because I can see it myself. He's a very cool card. I can't wait to try him out. Now, the next card up is going to be the Riptide Laboratory, and I love the little quote there. With the best of intentions, the researchers accidentally unleashed a scourge on all of Dominaria. That's right, going back in the day, a little history for us, very nice. Now, this land does not have a drawback. Doesn't come into play tapped, doesn't make you sack anything when it comes in. I think this was only printed in Jumpstart, if I'm correct. Now, it taps for a colorless, but you can also pay one blue, one other, and tap it, which is like technically 3, I guess. But you can return a wizard to your hand that somebody's trying to target, which is kind of nice. Or maybe your wizard triggers an effect that you want to unsummon it on purpose to have it come back into play. There's lots of wizards that let you draw cards when they come into play. So this is going to be a nice combo card that I can see being used quite a bit. And it's just, the artwork is epic. I love this art. And at rare, this is not too bad, guys. It's going to be a fun card. I can't wait to see people using it in a more widely broadened modern format if they decide to. Let's see. But I myself don't have a deck built for this yet, but I'm looking at ways of abusing it. I don't have a wizard deck. Still going to be a lot of fun, though. Now, our next card is Sithis, the Hand of the Harvest. For those of you who know me, I have a lot of Mox Ambers, and I look forward to cards like this because it's an easy casting cost card that is legendary. It's 2, just 1 white, 1 green. And look, as a 1/2, it's not the greatest creature, but look what it does. Whenever you play an enchantment spell, you gain 1 life and draw a card. That's a nice little effect you're going to get, especially if you have lots of enchantments that can pump up your creatures or do multiple effects in the game. It's going to be a used card. It's going to be fun. I can see some nice little decks built around it. Sithis, welcome to the party, man. We're going to have some fun with you. I'm looking forward to it. I like it, and it's simple. Now, the Chrome Courier. Chrome Courier, I've seen this type of card forever, okay? Nothing, the art doesn't even get me really going. I'm like, It's a Thopter, which is kind of nice, but it's 1 white, 1 blue, 1 other, and it's a flying creature that's a Thopter. When it comes into play, you reveal the top 2 cards of your library, you get to pick one, and the other one goes to your graveyard. But let's face it, there's a lot of reasons to use this card. It's just a common. But it's the idea that, oh, I can look at the top 2, get a card I need, and ditch one. But there may be a reason why you're ditching it. You may ditch it on purpose because you have a different way of going back and getting that card. Depending on what you're using it for, it can be a lot of fun. So a card like this, I can see it having multiple uses. I can see people using it in Commander as well, just to cycle through a deck a little bit faster. It's nice. Blue, white, simple. I get why people would use this card. Our next one is Aethersworn Sphinx. Say that 10 times fast, right? All right, it's a Sphinx artifact creature. It's a 9 casting cost. We're talking 7 plus a blue and a white. But, there's always the but, right? It has affinity for artifacts. So if every artifact I have in play, then it lowers the casting cost by 1. And it has Cascade, which I like, because it costs 9. So picture what you can do with that effect that costs 8 or less underneath. There's a lot of cards you could have in a deck like this to really, and you can have 4 of these to really make it pop off. And as an uncommon, it's going to be very attainable for a lot of people. Nobody's going to be dying to, have to afford a card like this. But there's enough affinity cards out there, you can build a really fun deck. I'm looking forward to seeing how this bad boy plays out. Awesome, okay? Love this card. The art, I'm just not big on the art though. I'm sorry, the art to me is just boring. Like, I do something better. I need a, I don't know, something better for me. The art doesn't grab me. Now, next card's very interesting. This is the Yasuma Elder. 2 green, 1 other. It's an uncommon for 2/1, but it says when the Yasuma Elder dies, you may search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Then shuffle. That's nice. Talk about cycling out cards. So it's 3, it's just like some of the other cards, but it's also a 2/1 creature. But you can also sacrifice the Yasuma Elder to draw a card. So you can draw a card and get 2 lands. That's just disgusting. I love this card. This, and it's an uncommon. This is going to be used all over the place. The art has that kind of nostalgic feel for me. I remember some of the old art looking this way, so I love it. I'm looking forward to seeing this card get played. It seems like green got a lot out of Modern Horizons too. It really does. And this is just another great card. All right, guys, let's get to that last card. The reason you made it this far in the video. That's right. You ready? The card that I did my intro about nuts on is the Chitter Spitter. Can you just... Chitter Spitter. I love this card already. Now, guys, the Chitter Spitter is an amazing card. Let's look at this. 1 green, 2 other. It's an artifact. Great. It's rare. It has a cool name. It has a squirrel with a little thing with acorns. And it says, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice a token. If you do, put an acorn counter on Chitter Spitter. Doesn't say what kind of token you have to give up either, right? Lots of ways of making tokens. Now, squirrels you control get +1/+1 for each acorn counter on the Chitter Spitter. But you can have multiple Chitter Spitters because this thing's not legendary. You can just have more of them. So this is going to be like a squirrel armada maker. This thing's crazy. But then there's another part to this card. At the bottom, 1 green, another, and tap it. Create a 1/1 squirreled creature token. Okay, you get a green squirrel token for 1. That's a 1/1 creature for 1. And if you sack them, all the other squirrels are getting +1/+1 forever because it's a counter. Guys, the Chitter Spitter is going to be amazing. I am floored. For this card alone and the cool name that goes with it, I am very eager to make a squirrel deck all of a sudden. I can't help it. Look at that card. It just screams to me saying, oh, play me. Put me in a deck. Play with me. I want to be played. So I love the Chitter Spitter. I think Squirrel's got some great support. Modern Horizons 2 really did give green a lot though. Between that Elder and the Squirrels here, green has a lot to be proud of and happy about in Modern Horizons 2. And again, this will be used in a commander deck. You can put this thing in all kinds of stuff just for the fact it makes tokens fast. It makes creatures to block. It does a lot of things you need to do. I love this card, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing how this all plays out. These are my Modern Horizon 2 spoilers today. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Please make sure you leave comments in the comments section below. And if you made it to the very end of this video, if you're right here and this is where you're at, just keep watching. You never know what's going to come up. Hey guys, big shout out to all my patrons out there. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think when we do this awesome cake video. I can't wait to see what you guys think of the rules, the regulations, and all the stuff. I probably will have it up sooner than you think. Pay close attention. Patrons are amazing. I had this totally cool thing planned, but then I got stuck cleaning. So I can't help you out today, guys. Sorry, no bonus on the end of this one until the cleaning's done. That's just how it goes.